welcome back to my channel. We hope you're all well, don't we? Today we're going to show you how to make some reindeer. You going, are you? Today we're going to show you how to make some Today we're going to show you how to make some reindeer cupcakes. So keep watching to see how they're made. Firstly, we're going to get some butter out of the fridge. Then we also need some eggs. And we also are going to use some self-raising flour for this recipe too. Now we're going to get our caster sugar. Lastly, you will also need some cocoa powder. For this recipe, we're going to weigh out 3 ounces of butter, or it could be margarine. I know I like to use stalk, but it could be anything. It's completely up to you. Next, we're going to then weigh out 3 ounces of caster sugar. So we're also going to weigh out 2.5 ounces of self-raising flour. Next, we're going to weigh out 1/2 ounce of cocoa powder. Just so you guys are all aware, I did accidentally go over by 5. I just went over by 5 ounces. It's meant to be 50, but I accidentally did 55. But I can't really get the cocoa powder out of this because it's too combined with the flour really. So we're just going to have some extra cocoa powder. And then you'll also need 3 eggs. As an option, you could also add melted chocolate into your recipe. So now we're going to cream our sugar and our butter together. So I'm just going to put this in here. And I'm going to add the panel on. It doesn't want to go in today. Okay. And then we're just going to cream it together so it's a light consistency. I'm going to do that now. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to use my lovely Christmas tree spatula again from Morrison's. We are going to just go around the edges like last time and just make sure all of the butter and the sugar are combined. You find that when you mix stuff in a mixer like mine, all the stuff in the middle gets combined really well, and then the stuff around the outside kind of just gets left. So I just like to go around just to make sure everything is all together. And then I'm going to give it one more whisk for about 2 minutes, and then we're going to add our eggs. So now we're going to use 3 eggs and we're going to add them to our mixture. Ooh, almost just broke in my hand. 1, 2, 3. So now we're going to add our 3 eggs into our mixture. So once all your egg is combined with your butter and sugar, it may look slightly curdled. Because when you add like your dry ingredients, your flour and your cocoa powder, it should help thicken it up and get rid of the egg curdling. It's just because you've added all the wet ingredients together. But when we add our dry ingredients, it should hopefully be a little bit less curdled. We're going to hope. So now we're going to add our dry ingredients in with your wet ingredients. And again, we're just going to give it a bit of a mix really until everything's all combined. That's it. So again, I'm going to use my lovely Christmas tree spatula. I don't know why, I just really love it. I just think it looks really pretty. But then I really like the colour blue, so it's probably just because of that. So again, what we're going to do is we're just going to, again, this is like completely optional. You don't have to do this, but I just like to because obviously you can see there's like clumps of cocoa powder all around the edge. So I'm just going to go around the edges again, just to make sure everything's fully combined, and then we are ready to add in our melted chocolate. Again, you don't have to add melted chocolate, it's completely optional. I just think, personally for me, I prefer it because it gives that extra like chocolatey flavour really. Even though they are chocolate cupcakes, but it just helps that added extra really, I guess. So I'm just going to make sure everything's all combined. Can you see that now? It all looks a little bit more together. I'm going to let it have one more mix around really.
So firstly, like I was saying, we're going to preheat our oven to 180 degrees.
We also then are going to need some cupcake cases and then obviously a cupcake baking tray. So obviously for our cupcakes, you can really just use any cupcake cases, but I found these ones. They're from Asda. I thought why not use some Christmas ones, just because we are really getting close to Christmas now, and I am starting to just, I don't know, really get into the spirit, I guess. Like normally I'm really excited, like 1st of December, and it's like, yes, it's Christmas, let's go for it. But this year, it's just taking me an extra like week or two to just kind of get into the Christmas spirit. But now I'm really excited for Christmas. It's literally a week, less than a week away today. So anyone else really excited for Christmas? Maybe let me know in the comments what you are excited for. So maybe if you're going out to Winter Wonderland, or are you going ice skating, or could it be baking, or perhaps just spending time with family who you may not have seen throughout the year. Just anything really, so maybe let me know down below. But yeah, so you're just going to need any cupcake cases for your cupcakes. Okay, so now obviously as an extra you could add chocolate to your recipe. So I'm just adding some basic milk chocolate. I'm going to add the whole bar into my recipe. Put it in the microwave to melt, or you could melt it over like hot water from a kettle, and then you're just going to add it to your cupcake recipe. So now we're going to put our chocolate in the microwave. Just always be careful when using the microwave because your chocolate can very easily burn quite quickly if you leave it in for too long. So for me, I like to do mine in like 30-second intervals, take it out, give it a bit of a stir, and then put it back in for another 30 seconds. Chocolate? Olivia likes them? No! I thought we just got chocolate all over the bunny. Is we're going to add our melted chocolate into our mixture. So yeah, again, just remember this is optional. So this is the last time that we're going to mix it all together before putting them in the oven. So after adding the chocolate into the mixture, it has actually made it slightly thicker, and it's also made it less curdly as well. So for me, actually, I think adding melting chocolate is a little bit of a bonus. So now we have our cupcakes in our cupcake mixture. We're now going to put them in the oven for about 15 to 20 minutes. Make sure you check on them about 15 minutes, just in case they are done slightly before. Otherwise, yeah, we're all good to go. So now I'm just going to have a little bit of a break, but I just wanted to show you this cute little mug that I got. So it says Mummy Elf, it's from Asda. I've also got a Daddy Elf, and then for Olivia we have got a Little Elf. Obviously she can't really use it very much, but I thought better still get it just in case next year they were sold out or they weren't making them anymore. But I just thought I'd show you. I don't know whether it's just me, but I'm just really into like Christmassy things recently. I'm going to enjoy my cup of coffee, and I'm just going to play with Olivia. What are we doing? Hello, is that? You give yourself kisses? Go. Mwah. Mwah. Hi guys, so I just wanted to update you all on everything. So Olivia and I have just come upstairs to play, really. Olivia hasn't really been herself today. She's just been a lot more tired. She woke up really late. I don't think she's 100% herself this weekend. I just wanted to update you guys as to why this is really why she hasn't been baking with me as much today, and I've kind of just filmed her separately rather than filming her with me. She is still very young. I don't want to force her to do something she doesn't want to do. So if she'd rather go and play with her toys, I'd rather her go and do that. Just really so you guys are aware, sometimes in these videos she may or may not be in them all the way through or some of the way through. She is still very, very young, and yeah, so if she'd rather go and play by herself, I'd rather her do that. But I just thought I'd let you know, and we're going to go check on the cupcakes. So my cupcakes are now out of the oven. What I'm going to do is I'm going to let them cool, and then we're going to put some icing on and turn these cupcakes into Rudolph Reindeers. So for our butter icing, we're going to need 230 grams of butter, 420 grams of sugar. You're then going to need 41 grams of cocoa powder and 3 tablespoons of milk. So I've just measured out 220 grams of butter, and now we're going to let this go into our mixer and mix all together for about 5 minutes. it's just been going around for about 5 minutes, and as you can see it's a lot lighter in colour. So again, I'm just going to go around with a spatula again, and again I'm just going to just let it stand in the mixer again and do it for about another 2 minutes, just so I know that it's a lot lighter in colour. So as you can see, my butter is a lot more fluffy, and then I've also just combined the cocoa powder and icing sugar in a jug, and what I'm going to do now is I'm going to add the two together, and hopefully it should make a light buttercream, chocolate buttercream. Just going to mix it first on a slow speed, and then we're going to gradually build up speed. I'm now just going to add in 3 tablespoons of milk, just to help make it a little bit less stodgy. 1, 2, 3. And milk should also help make it slightly creamy as well. As you can see from my mixing bowl, a lot of it has mixed together. I'm just going to quickly go around and combine it all together. So for our reindeer cupcakes, as well as the icing, you're going to need some M&Ms, obviously for the nose. So I'm just going to try and find the red one so we can do Rudolph Reindeer Cupcakes. You're also going to need some pretzels for the antlers of the reindeers. I wanted to just try and get like the plain chocolate ones, but these were the only ones that they had, so I've got to use those. And then you'll also need some like googly eyes as well. Okay, so our icing has just finished whisking in our mixer. So I've got a little bit of a hack for you for piping. So I really hate when you have to clean out your piping bag. I don't know why, I just don't like it. So what you can do is, if you use cling film, you put your icing in cling film and then you put the cling film in the bag, which saves so much time on washing up. Obviously you still wash the bag, but it just saves that so much time on washing up, and as well it's less messy. So yeah, little trick for you all. So what you're going to do is you're going to lay out your cling film. Then you're going to put your icing in the middle of your cling film. Then you're going to try and roll your icing up together. Hello. Come in to have a look. Do you have a look? No. Bag, and we're going to start piping our cupcake. So now we've iced all of our cupcakes, we now need to find the red M&Ms for like Rudolph's red nose. If you want to, you can use the other colours, but I would like to personally use the red ones. So as you can see, I've just sorted out some red ones, so I'm going to put those on my cupcakes. So all 12 Rudolphs have their nose. We now are going to add on our eyes. So I've just finished putting the eyes on, and one of our reindeers doesn't have any eyes.
So that one can be for Olivia. Now we're going to add our antlers. This is the finished look of our reindeer cupcakes, well, our Rudolph cupcakes. So obviously they've got red little noses and they've got pretzel for antlers. Obviously with the antlers, they are a little bit tricky to cut, but you know what, every reindeer can be different and unique. So that is my video on how to make these cute little reindeer cupcakes. I really hope you enjoyed watching this video. I found it really fun to make. Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button. Make sure you tune in on when my next video will be. I'm going to try and upload about once a week if I can. So I hope you all have a lovely Christmas and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!